Hello, everyone. Good evening. I know it's a weird time. It's Saturday. It's 1 in the morning. Things happen, okay? We're here. We're floating around. I don't know what to tell you. We missed yesterday, had some things going on. So here we are. I do have to leave in 3.5 hours because I literally have to go to work. But, you know, I guess you guys get benefited by me not sleeping, or I guess not benefited because we're at such a weird time that I don't think anybody's going to be here, but whatever, man. We're out here. We're doing it. But hello, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Cookie. Hello. Good evening. 9:30 for me. Good time. Is that like ideal Saturday EU time? Owl, hello. I'm surprised that anyone is here, but you know, we're rolling with it. We're rolling with it. We have some news. Wake up at 5 a.m. regardless. I wake up at 5 a.m. on the weekends to go to work. And then I work more toward the afternoons and the weekdays. So I just stayed up till 3. Got up at 5 a.m. What the heck? It's 10:30 a.m. for you? Whoa. Is that like a good time for you, Al? Good time for a stream. Interesting. Interesting. So if you guys have read the stream title, initially I was spooned, and then like 20 minutes ago we got spooned more, and I was like, well, obviously I'm not going to sleep. I may as well stream. So you're intrigued? Okay, so we have officially rolled to Nova. My main gear is on Nova. I no longer have gear on Guardian. We have rolled to Nova. I also tagged Sork, and I leveled the Sork up. I haven't grinded on Sork yet. I still have to like learn the new combo and stuff. But if you guys remember, okay, there was a reason I was hanging on to the Guardian. Do you remember what that reason is? The reason I didn't roll off of Guardian. There's one specific reason. Reported already. There was a specific reason I was hanging on to the Guardian, and it was because of Histria. I was like, man, I really don't want to do anything but Guardian for Histria, because Histria is freaking like, Guardian is so broken at Histria because it hits the whole room no matter what you do. Well, let me pull up the old Discord, okay? Because so on Friday I didn't stream because I had busy stuff. So I ended stream on Thursday. Didn't play the rest of Thursday. Friday I was super busy most of the day until the evening. And I did 1 hour of Histria in the evening on Friday. And got the Elton piece. In 1 hour of Histria on the evening of Friday. This is, I think, 23 hours. We got the Elton piece. And I've been holding on to it. I've been holding on to the Elton piece. It's right here. I haven't made it yet. I haven't made it because I wanted to make it on stream. And now this is like a weird time to do it on stream. But you know, there'll be VODs and stuff. People will be upset. But at least it'll be out here. It won't take 2 months to make it to a video. So I think we'll make it right now. Maybe I'll go somewhere cool. But we got absolutely juiced on the compass. So it was 54 minutes for the Aukman piece. Right about the average 14 hours for the Vodkin piece. And like 23 hours for the Elton piece. Absolutely juiced on it. And now we're going to make it. Bam. We did it. We now have a compass. Woo! One of the more useless items in the game, but you know, we got it. We got it. So that's what happened yesterday. And then I rolled to the Nova. We did an hour on the Nova. I got another Ethereal Limbo in the first hour. And then I did another hour to level up the Guardians, or level up the Sork some more. And then, after leveling up the Sork for an hour, I was like, you know what? Maybe let's go to Turos. Let's see what Turos is all about. This was 25, 30 minutes ago. 25, 30 minutes ago, I went to Turos. I was like, let's see how tanky Nova is at Turos. Because I've done it on Guardian. Guardian is tanky because you recover so much freaking HP, it's like wild. I tried it on Seraph. Seraph died immediately because it just can't tank it. I went there on Nova. Nova, like, just doesn't take any damage because it has so much extra DR. Like, with my Q block buff up, I have 700 DR. And when I'm actually, like, in combat, that's 746, I think. You just don't take damage. And so I was doing Turos, and I got something else. After approximately 14 minutes, it dropped me this lung. So we've been really spooned lately, and I feel like it's going to end at some point, but I'm rolling with it. We now never have to go back to Turos ever again, because we have the lung. With that said, probably won't wear the Orzeka outfit, and I don't have the helmet piece. We're looking at, I have 53 leaves for the helmet piece. But we've been spooned like crazy. Also, I have 63 bill. So we made a little bit of money. I'm saving up for a Debo necklace, which are like 140 bill realistically. So we're almost halfway to that. I think pretty likely that I'll finish the leaves on the Nova for the helmet, so I'll at least have it. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Start my compass grind finally after 5,000 hours. Yeah. I've put a lot of time into history on other accounts, and I do have, I did get a compass on another account before, but got absolutely juiced on this account. 22 hours for a compass is crazy. But my other compass was luckier. It's just there's a lot of hours between those. So as you could tell, I just like walked away from my tent buff because I was like, well, there's no point in me being here anymore. This was my session. My session was 14 minutes to get the lung, and then I just ended it. I was like, there's no point. Like, why are we grinding? I don't know. So I just walked away. New account with a crazy progress. Yeah. Our gear is actually pretty good too. 337, 339. I am 11 clicks on this main hand to Sep. It's just not going. I don't know. The average I think is 17, so we'll see when we get there, but I just don't have any crons, you know? We need some crons. But let me grab my compass just so I have it on me, because that's cool. Well, bam. Compass and map and a lung. We're juiced. We are juiced. And also, we're just going to keep making some money, so we'll probably just jump right into... Did you use the coupon? Oh, yeah. So because we started the Sork, and I leveled up the Sork, I did actually buy the outfit for the Sork. I gotta show you guys this, by the way. The Sork looks freaking cool. I did remove the outfit from the Nova. I just don't think it fits well with the shield, and I like my current outfit on the Nova. But the Sork, I dyed the scythe a little bit, and I think it looks sick. I didn't really touch the outfit. Maybe we'll do a little bit more accenting on the outfit with some purple in there or something. But I made the flames on the back purple again. And with the scythe, I made the scythe like black and purple. And I think for a Sork, this is sick. Like maybe we'll do a little bit of like the under parts. We'll do like a darker purple or something. I don't know. To accent the outfit. But I think like from the back, the purple on the scythe and the purple flames, I think it looks so cool. And I do have 2 extra outfits just sitting in here. that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with, but I think the Cirque looks so sick. But damn. For Cons, did you get the new code? Is it the... I put in some kind of code from the 10th anniversary stream. I put in some kind of code. Let me look at Garmoth real quick. The 10 years together code, yes. I punched that one in. That's how we're up to 11 clicks on the main hands. I think I left off at 3, I want to say, on stream the other day, yesterday, day before. So we need more free crons though. I'm 6 clicks from the average, so we need some more crons. It does seem like the Nova is going to have drop luck and maybe not enhanced luck. I don't know. But I'm cool with that. So yeah, basically like the next step is get enough AP to start working on the telescope. I literally do not have enough AP to go for the telescope. I'm only 1203 fairly buffed, and I need to be, you know, 1295 essentially. So we have a little ways to go. I could probably get to like 1230 or 1240 even, but it's just not going to be enough for me. I'll definitely want to reach cap before I go there. And the Pen Debo does that. It just instantly gets us to Tungrad cap. So that'll be the plan. We'll go for that. Also, I changed my Thornwood spot because this Thornwood spot is way smaller. And what that means is things don't spread out as much, which is very nice. I much prefer that. Yeah, we'll just do a new tent buff. Can I... You guys have music? I can't hear anything. Let me double check. Yeah, okay, it's playing. Yeah, so like I have to chase these freaking calcs way less because they just don't really go anywhere. So it's a lot nicer. It's my spot as well. It's super comfy. Super comfy. Now we just need a Vel's Heart, man. We get the Pandebo neck, and then I'll make a belt, a couple of rings, and a couple of earrings, and we're at Jordine, so... Hello, Lavander. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. You missed, like, the rundown, but I'm happy to do it again if you want. Switching to the first PA Necromancer. And this is kind of like a Necromancer, I guess. Yeah, Nova's like a class that I've never even thought about playing before. But now that I have played it, I'm like, man, why didn't I play this sooner? Because it's actually sick. What's a profit thing on the side? This is Choice's BDO companion app. You could download it from his Discord. Basically, it links to Garmoth. So when I stop grinding, I can use this thing over here, and there'll be a button to just upload it. And I can upload my session to Garmoth to track all that stuff too. And it's based off of my region's prices or the prices that I have set on specific items. So if I set Kaffir value to 0, it'll show 0 for Kaffir value. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Check the VOD quickly. There's one peak moment. It's very good. SickSpoon is getting banned next Wednesday for abusing streamer client. Could be. Speaking of next Wednesday, I did finish all of the Pearl items in the event in this thing. So I'm literally just collecting gold bars now. I got actually everything. Even the stuff that I was like, well, this isn't super useful. I picked it up anyway because we have so many extra pearls. And So now we make like an extra 30 mil an hour or something, exchanging them for gold bars. It's not like a ton of money, but it's something. The daily is like 350 mil or something like that. It's not bad. And now we just got to get used to Sork, and then we'll be set. The Sork combo is so fast, though. It's so fast. So using it, sometimes miscalculate the trash. If you have anything cover your item drop log, including like when you switch areas, it puts that white line across your screen that shows you in the new area. That can interrupt it as well. You literally like, it can't be obstructed, and it also is going to be off by like a couple hundred probably. Just due to the nature of how it has to calculate. But what I'll say is like, it's far closer than like people reporting usually. And part of the reason of that is because of the enhancement inventory. People don't have to clear their inventory of all things every hour anymore, so it's no longer like your hour isn't user submitted anymore. It's like it's much closer to real, which I like a lot. Got it 1.2k AP, not bad. When you start over again, like mid to late December, I think. And we already have a map. We have the compass now, and we have the right lung. And yeah, we're juiced, man. Finish that compass on Friday. It's right there. Now we just need, I guess, the left lung from here. Enough AP to go for the telescope. That's kind of it. Crazy progress. Also, almost halfway to a Pen Debo neck. So, literally 70 bill, and we'll have Jardine requirements-ish. And be doing tongue grad, so not bad. Not bad. Pretty good. We just need money. And a Vel's heart. I'm like, where's my Vel's heart at, man? I've gone to a bunch of Vels, and I still don't have one. Do you buy everything from the seals? Yes. We are fully sold out on seals. Just getting gold bars now. A little extra cash. Nothing crazy. Let's see. I've been hard rolled on Nova for 3 hours, I think. The first hour was in Etheria's Limbo from here. The second hour was not really anything crazy. And then the third one was the right lung, so pretty lucky so far, I'd say. Maybe this hour will be the left lung. You never know. I'd have to keep grinding here, though, even if we get the lung, because it's just so good money. I hate these dark nights, man. They're just impossible to see. Currently a tongue grad. Don't like the spot for some reason. I'm trying better Deku spots. Now needing to do movement over terrain feels weird again. Yeah. And it's like the weird in-between spot that you have to do that. And then as soon as you get to like Adonia, you're back to like not really moving again. So, or as soon as you make it to Dark Seekers, you're not really moving that much. It's kind of weird. Yeah, and Tungrad really sucks for like low mobility classes as well. A lot of classes get freaking wheelchaired out there. Not me though. Main Seraph now? Oh yeah, plenty of mobility on Seraph. Yeah, I played Seraph for a fair bit. I wish the demon form was like less I don't know, clunky. And you know, less bad. You know? Hey, Mango Pango. Good morning. Hope you're doing well, man. We're getting carried out here. You know what I mean? We're getting absolutely carried. Team 4 is nice for standstill spots for sure. Yeah, it has like some okay mobility. Like it definitely is in a wheelchair hard, but some of the skills move you. You kind of like make up for that with her bombs, I guess. But it also just, the angel form just flows into your regular combo so well. And the demon form is just like not even remotely close to your regular combo. It just feels kind of bad. How you get that overlay grind tracker? Is that in game? It is not in game. It is Choice's BDO companion app. He's paying for its development. So if you'd like it, you'll have to go to his Discord. He has a channel in there that you can download it from. And it basically just links to your Garmoth and tracks your numbers and has a one-click upload to Garmoth at the end of the hour. And it'll track all your stuff for you. Pretty cool. Dega history is amazing for Demon Form. AoE gets all mobs regardless. Yeah. That's why we are stuck on Guardian for so long, is Histria. I really didn't want to give up the gigantic room clearing AoE.
Hello there.
Owl_ I just followed.
Alright, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well this evening. Kind of a weird stream time for me, but we're out here. We're doing it. Loved your Iron Man series. Didn't know you streamed. Yeah. We used to stream 5 days a week, but you know, life be life, and I'm having a hard time like fitting it in every single day. But I do try to do you know, 4 or 5 days a week, usually like Monday through Friday, and not typically on the weekend, but you know, couldn't sleep anyway, so here we are. All's good. Got my Pearl Tank yesterday. Huge. Congrats on the Pearl Tent. It's so good. I got the Compass yesterday, technically. We got the super rare Elden piece. The one that's an average of 109 hours. I got it in like, I think 23 hours or something like that. So very good. Finished that today. Reads on screen loot, I assume, without attaching stuff to the game. Yeah, that is correct. You have to have this loot tracker over here that I have. That's what it reads, and it does it with screenshots. And it's pretty freaking accurate, I would say. I'd say like 99% accurate. The only thing it's sometimes a bit off on is trash, and it's usually only a couple of hundred. It will get worse the more items pop up in the drop log. So if you're grinding somewhere that drops like trash loot and silver and a bunch of other stuff, like seasons, for example, like if you're a seasoned Nagas, it'll have a hard time keeping up. But for places that you would like care to track, it's pretty good. And then it like links to Garmoth API. So you can set prices on things if you want. And you just upload your hours to Garmoth instead of like manually putting everything in. It just one clicks it. Very good. Finally got it? I got it. It's right here. We got it. Also, I got the lung from Turos. 2 total hours of Turos, we got the lung. That was like just not even an hour ago. 35 minutes ago, like right before stream. Pretty cool. Pearls, I think, messed up for me on DSR. Yeah, the pearls have kind of thrown my trash numbers off a little bit more than usual as well. It used to be like exactly accurate at Thornwood for me, and now that pearls drop, it's like maybe, I don't know, 1,500 trash off or something on the high end. But, you know, it's still closer realistically than most people like manually inputting. And you just have a good snapshot of what you're making, you know. Remember, something else would be a big no for me. That also would be like TOS for the game. And so the reason that people aren't getting banned for it is because it just takes screenshots and then deletes them. And then takes screenshots and then deletes them over and over again. If I want to change to a suck class, like a main, how do I carry over my gear for my Awakening Guardian? Well, unfortunately, you have to have, realistically, these items called weapon swap coupons, and not the Tuvala version. And they just are kind of rare these days. They don't really give them out that much. There's probably still some codes that you can use that will give you a box. But if you're wearing Tuvala gear, I would say definitely don't bother. But if you're up to like Black Stars and Sovereigns, you know, that's something to think about. Also, you do have the option to tag a second class. So share your main's gear with a second class. So if you're not doing that, I would recommend doing that. I think it's a short quest line, and it just lets you play 2 classes at the same time. Hard rolling like that is really a last resort, and only if you have the coupons, which they usually give out on like Calpheon balls and stuff. But what I would say is like probably go to garmoth.com and look through their main screen. They have a bunch of codes there, and I would just claim all those, and I'm pretty sure that you can get a weapon box still from those, as well as a bunch of crons, so it's definitely like worth it if you haven't already. What in the Nova? Trader, I rolled to Guardian. Well, I've been saying, Megu Enjoyer, that as soon as we get the Compass done, I'm going to roll off the Guardian. Because I wanted to keep the Guardian to get the Compass. So we had to hard roll Nova. Literally yesterday, I was like, well, I guess we're hard rolling Nova. I don't know, man. I guess. Also grinding in Thornwood. Yeah, it's the best money I can make right now. I get like 2.5 to 3 bill an hour here. And I don't have the gear for Tungrad Runes yet. We need a Pendebo first, which we're about halfway to, just shy of halfway to a Pendebo. We're getting there. We're getting there. Gold equilibrium for everything, like inventory, weight, skill points, etc. If you don't care, you can just tag. Yeah, that equilibrium scroll doesn't swap your weapons though. You do need like the weapon swap coupons, but usually on like Calpheon balls and Heidel balls, they'll give them out. And sometimes on like new class release, but that's a little bit more rare. Install something like that on a hard drive instead of an SSD if you can. Taking screenshots over and over can run your SSD down quickly if you aren't careful. I have an NVMe and that's all I have. But I mean, if it nukes my NVMe, I don't know, man. RIP, I guess. Taking them and deleting in loop. I think it just takes them and then deletes them at the end. I don't think it like takes, deletes. I think it accumulates them for as long as you're in session, and then at the end it deletes, and unless you have it set to save, and then it'll just save them. $40 of the 10 per month tokens, you can buy weapon exchange coupons. Oh. Yeah, I mean, that would take a while, but also, like, you could do Pity Undying And eventually you can get them from that as well, I think. That's like pretty far down the road, though. Newer SSDs are fine. The older ones, you have them longer already. Talking about pre-2021. Probably such things. Oh, I see. Interesting. Yeah, mine is like from 2025, so it should be okay. Hopefully. It's a, what even is it? It's like one of the higher tier, like faster speed NVMe's. I don't remember the exact name of it though. Guess the screenshots takes are not that high resolution because all you need is the trash numbers, not the entire screen. Yeah, it just takes the box of your drop log. So pretty low res. When's the knife vendor coming? The 19th, I believe, is what I saw on their calendar. By the way, you're early. Yeah, also on the wrong day. So I do work today. I will have to leave in 3 hours, and that's like a hard limit because I literally have to go to work. So I don't normally stream on these days because I work during normal stream time. I basically go to work 2 hours before I would normally start stream. And so I don't normally stream on the weekend. But I couldn't sleep, so here we are. And I missed yesterday. And we got the compass. I wanted to combine that on stream today. And, you know, I figured I was grinding anyway. Decided I wasn't going to even bother with sleep before work. So here we are. We grinding. We doing it. We making some cash money. Finally at 375 AP and could do the second weekly Adonia boss. Huge. Huge. I'm really excited for the Adonia bosses, man. I'm getting a lot more comfortable with Nova. I did my TET promotion just earlier today on the Nova. Not quite comfortable enough to really mess around too much with the weekly like heart boss Alezra thing. But I should probably try to do that sometime this week. Also, I need to learn Sangoon. And then we'll basically just have to get comfortable on the Sork as well to be able to do more Sangoon. But all that'll be like off-stream stuff. I'll be watching videos and like really figuring out how it all works. Goes one for me was Jordine and Kafras. F all the bosses. You don't like the bosses? I just want to get started on them so I can get some stones, you know? I think the Adonia set looks really cool. And getting some stones sooner rather than later I think will be helpful. Now I just need a freaking Vel's Heart, man. Like, out of desperation, if I get literally everything else I need finished pre-Jordine, then I guess I'm just going to buy like a con and use that until the Vel fills, but I don't know how much it costs to extract the like Exalted and Blessed. I don't know. Hopefully not too expensive. Also 9 bill for the con. I guess I could just do it and then a tour and just do a couple higher levels on like some throwaway Karazods. I'm not sure what would be cheaper. Hopefully the Vel fills so I don't have to think about it. Or I get one from like the Knife Vendor event or something. I'm not sure. Because I'm only like 70 bill away from cheesing some Karazods to get Jordine requirements, you know? We're 70 bill away basically from 350 AP. With like base Karazad earrings. I wonder what we'd be with the distos. I think it's 12 AP gain, so it'd be 351 or something before we make the belt. After the belt, 355 tops, I think. Maybe we should just make a belt to like try or something. We're gonna need it anyway. Should we do that today? Instead of just grinding, maybe we just make a Karazhan belt. I really don't want to retag the Sork though. But I guess we're already at AP cap, so there would be no point in retagging just yet. Raw tap to pen. I'm not going to make it to pen. It's going to be a quote-unquote cheese Karazhan. I'm not actually enhancing Karazads. But because you need full purple for Jordine, I'm going to do... I think it's 10 rings, a tri-belt, and 2 base earrings. Assuming I actually get my main hand to Sep at some point. Question mark. And a Vel's Heart, obviously. Otherwise, we'll have to go a little bit harder. But a Pry Karazhan belt is the same AP as my Kaposha, so we could gain a couple of AP today if we do that. But I'd raw tap it to try and just leave it there. See, I sometimes get lost still when I'm not paying attention. Combo's so weird. But it's nice. Oh, I canceled my thing. Rick, I'm losing it. I also did an actual hour of... Maybe that was on stream. I think that was on stream that we did the Sakurai hour. That was definitely on stream, yeah. Yeah. I actually remember that now. New Dark Rift boss, packing some silver. There's a new Dark Rift boss? Or do you mean just like the update to Dark Rifts? Because they're like 1.5 bill per time, unless you get lucky, and then you get like a couple bill. Also, the like alchemy stone upgrade mats are kind of nice. I think I have 1,200 of them saved up at this point, so not bad. Not the 2 bill, kind of good RNG. Yeah, that's not bad. I've made a bill and a half or so every time so far. Man, we're gonna end up with all of the treasure stuff, it seems like. Pretty cool. New costume so good. Yeah, I have it on Sork. I think it looks really sick on Sork. I dyed my scythe a little bit to kind of like fit with it. And it has the cape that goes all the way to the ground as well. The Nova cape doesn't go all the way to the ground, which is a little bit sad, but... It's cool on Sork, I'll say. That'll probably be my main outfit on the Sork. And I'm going to keep the one I have on Nova, because I just like it better. Ooh, a leaf. Was that 2 leaves this hour? I do wonder why, like, the Turo lung average is 20 hours and the Thornwood lung average is 120 hours. It feels like maybe somebody put in a wrong number at some point. But, you know, also, Thornwood is like double the money of Turo's, so I don't really understand. Broken, can't buy a costume? Unfortunate, man. I would donate you one of my extra ones if I could, but unfortunately, that's not how that works. But I wanted the purple flame, so we got the purple flame. Go with the opposite. Turo's being 120 hour average and worse money. Yeah, that would have sucked. You just would think that they'd be similar. Even if they were both 50 hours, it would still make sense to do a crypt or something because they're a little bit better, but I don't know. It's just like Thornwood is such good money and the Turo's one is so fast. I don't know why you'd go to crypt outside of, I guess, a merging piece. I'll get into yours, don't worry. Did you see the Sork? Or did I swap before you got here? I did show it on stream, but I don't know if you like got here a little bit after that. Ugh. One thing I hate about Thornwood is like in Histria, you can have 2 mobs left and it'll summon the next wave. Sometimes 3 if their HP is down. But in Thornwood, you have to have 1 mob left or it will not summon the last wave. It's so annoying because the frickin' mage guys just hide behind trees and stuff. So annoying. I'll be glad to move on from Thornwood. I do like the money from Thornwood, but the spot itself is a little bit too cluttered and just slightly annoying. There's just so much stuff, you know, like foliage and whatnot. Pretty excited for next week with the green orbs instead of the pink ones, because then we'll be able to roll our fairy. I have forgotten a tent buff nearly every hour. And I always forget to pop a harmony at some point. So it'd be so nice to get that. We have pretty good odds at it as well. It's like a 10.5% chance, and they're going to give 20 rolls for free, basically. So pretty good odds. And then we will actually have a perfect fairy. It'll be so nice. And I think it has mount reroll coupons in it too. And if we ever actually get our freaking tier 10, I'll have to roll some skills on it. So that'll be nice. So I bought the scroll, just threw them into my fairy. Never miss 10 fill buffs again. Yeah, I just don't have continuous care. That's the thing. I just don't have it. I have everything else. Everything else is perfect. Like, look at this fairy. It's literally the perfect fairy, except I don't have continuous care. But the next event is 100 of the like fairy real tokens. So should get it. Should get it. They have a flaming fairy now. That's from the event. If you'd like your fairy to be a red flame, then you just do this new questline, Dark Prince, and you get for free a red flame fairy. But you have to kind of pay to win to get the purple one. That's why I have 2 extra of the Dark Prince outfits, is because I kind of pay to win a little bit to get the purple one. Because purple is our channel theme. And it's right there. A little purple flame. But the red one is totally free, so I recommend the questline. Gives you a free one. Oh, we're overweight, but I got some aids up. Perfect. And the red one is pretty cool looking too. I just, you know, purple is our color, so I went for it. I also buy the scrolls though, Lavander, and I have them in my inventory. And that's because typically I don't like just grinding for an hour and then stopping. I like to just refresh buffs as they fall off. But one of the issues with Nova is Axion is only summoned for an hour, and there's really no indicator as to when it's unsummoned. So I end up stopping anyway, just to like refresh Axion. It's more like an Axion timer for me now than like a grind timer. which I think in a less cluttered area, I wouldn't have any trouble realizing that Axion isn't summoned. But here, I can't see what's happening because there's just so much stuff on screen. Mobs and bushes and trees and grass and everything else. But there's a little yellow blob that floats around. This white blob right here. That's the only indicator that you have Axion summoned. Besides, like, he'll pop up on some skills. Like right there, he pops up. I know you couldn't see him, but he did. Right there, he pops up. It'd be great if they had, like, an indicator, like, Witch Wiz Awakening. Has, like, the little circle thing by your fairy. I'd like something like that for Axion, or maybe even, like, a hour buff that shows on your buff bar or something. But we got nothing. We got nothing. Maybe we'll go do a horse click today as well. I think I can do 2 of them actually, because I want to say I've done enough dailies to get another one. Maybe we'll do a couple of horse clicks, see if we can keep the luck going. So I got 1 mythical sensor from the seas in there. And I think I have 100 firm roots, so... Hello, Excalibur. Why Nova? Because I like it. That's pretty much it. I tried a ton of classes. I've also played the game for a long time. And I've been in, like, Class Crisis for a while. And there's no, like, broken reason as to why I'm playing Nova. It's not better than other classes. It doesn't have something that other classes don't. It's literally just, I like it. So, we're playing it. Just chilling in a new PoE league and mining on the side. Yeah, PoE 1 is just, like, a little bit too complicated for me to, like, try to care about, you know? I don't know. It's just a little bit too much for me to try. I'm also not, like, huge on that style of game, like the ARPG style. Ooh, an ominous ring. Imagine that's duo. It's base frick. I thought we were going to be juiced on money. Nova is the way. It's pretty cool, man. And it's way more mobile than I thought. I'm impressed with its mobility and its repositioning and stuff. Very cool. Very cool. Which is odd because, like, I've tried to level a Nova when it came out because I was kind of interested, potentially in Succession because I like the big shield, and literally was unplayable to me. I couldn't even get it past 56 because it was just unplayable. And now I'm, like, maining it, you know? It's so weird. Hello, Rahman. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. You can also stay in Arsha with Nova because you can't be killed. Well, I could be killed. I can only get up to, like, 730 DR with my buff. I could definitely be killed. Also, Arsha is a little bit of a scam. If you get interrupted, you kind of just, like, nuke your viability of Arsha. But if you want to have fun, fair enough. But what kind of, like, sold me on Nova is a couple of things that have come together. One of those was Strega. I was looking at some Strega grind videos in like Darkseekers and Tungrad. Really good player. Also some Zephyros grinding from Strega. Seems really freaking good at Nova. And then also I watched the Tier 1 Node War. Not all of the Tier 1 Node War, but part of a Tier 1 Node War. And it's just like a random guy. I don't think he, like, actually makes content or, like, is known in the community or anything. It's just like a random guy doing a Node War on it, and it looks like so much fun. for wars and stuff, which afforded me the opportunity for my tag class to be something that is A, not mobile, B, does not have good AoE, and C, I would hate in Node War. And so that is Awakening Sork. I always thought Awakening Sork was really cool, but its lack of mobility and AoE have always frustrated me. And I, of course, would hate it in like a large-scale format. Not that I can even do large-scale with my current work schedule, but you know how it goes. Yeah, so thought Nova was cool, have enjoyed it a lot, and then it affords my tag to be literally anything I want. Because I needed something somewhat mobile, and I needed something with decent AoEs. And it just so happened that Nova was both of those things, so I had no leftover requirements for the tag. Another ring. It's also base. Frick. Frick. Strega's cracked, yeah. Yeah, I'm using the Strega, like, you're a noob to Nova combo as well. And I'm definitely a noob to Nova, so I'm still using the combo and like figuring it out. But Strega does like a priority combo, which is much, much harder to do if you don't know anything about the class. But you know, one day we'll get there. I had to start with that a little bit at Sakraya because stuff was on cooldown. So I switched into like a somewhat priority type combo. And kind of started to make it work at Sakraya. So Russian guy too, Nova pulled 19k in Zephy, so OP. I think it's a decent grinder. It's no Guardian though, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to compete with a Guardian because it's just so brain dead and so good. Hello, no one know me. Good evening. We're doing pretty well. Pretty crazy day. The last 2 days, lots of RNG has happened. You know? We got on Friday evening, so like yesterday evening, I got a like 23 hour Elton piece. So we finished our compass. And then we got a 2-hour lung from Turos. So pretty good so far. I'm halfway to my Pandebo necklace, so that's not bad. Freshly hard rolled to a Suck Nova. So that's been fun, pretty interesting. Blame you, I don't grind Awakening Kuna now, I grind Awakening Guardian. It's just so comfy, man. If you want to not think about what you're doing and accidentally be like insanely good, Guardian is the way. It's just true. You're always lucky with Elton? Well, that's not true. Because my first compass, while it did happen in half of a rotation of Hystria, I then did over 1,000 hours and didn't get another one. So technically, I have 2 Eltons in something like 1,300 hours or 1,200 hours, which is still unlucky, just based on math. Even doing the worst possible method for the Elton piece, which is main rotation, still unlucky. Do not kill my horse, guys. I will rage. Which I thought my insane amount of time in Hystria might help us juice on this account a little bit, and I was definitely right. Just due to the nature of like binomial probability, you know what I mean? It was like bound to happen. $370+ hour Elton. Yeah, I've done over 1,200 hours though, to be fair. Like that's something that we forget a lot of the time. It just wasn't on this account. But old school Hystria used to be my favorite grind spot. I spent a ton of time there on my main account. Go Brain Dead easy on Scholar. Yeah, I did as well. We did Scholar for our Iron Man. And I did so many hours of Gyphon on Scholar, I didn't have to think about the combo or nothing. I watched the One Piece live action doing that. I also watched Demon Slayer and like some other stuff because we were there for so long. And I don't feel like I missed any of the shows, you know? Like sometimes if you're grinding on something that's not as brain dead, you're like missing some of the show, but you're getting like the important bits. I feel like I was just staring at the thing the whole time. Doesn't count, it has to count. That's how math works. It has to count. Man, if we get a T10 horse today, what a dream. Then we'll have to like actually buy a male Doom that I can't seem to find. I've been looking for a male Doom for like 3 weeks. Haven't seen one pop up yet. It's rough. Don't say horses. I pitied 2 of my T9s. Rip, man. Rip. We're not even a little bit close to the T10 pity, but we're gonna swing on it. I think twice today. Let's see if we can keep the luck streak going. Though, like, I don't know if drop luck counts for like horse luck or anything. DK versus Mystic, which one should I tag? Ooh, that's interesting. Both are very, very good. If you want something a little bit tankier, Mystic is for sure the way to go. But Succession DK, absolutely juiced. Huge damage right now. Very, very strong. A little bit rattier, a little bit squishier, but also pretty fun. I would say Awakening DK is not great. But Awakening Mystic is very good. So it's kind of a playstyle thing. If you want something that's a bit tankier, definitely go Mystic. Or if you're kind of like locked into Succession, then I would probably pick the DK personally. Go Ninja. Me Awakening, I'd go Mystic then. Awakening DK is kind of mid. And Awakening Mystic is very, very good. Go Ninja. Ninja's too many buttons, man. Awakening Ninja is like less buttons, but also less good. I was talking about it the other day as well, like the like guide for Suck Ninja is so funny. Cause like Armin made the PvE guide for Suck Ninja, of course. And he like most of the other guys are like grinding and they're like showing the combo and kind of explaining it pack to pack and this sort of stuff. And then Armin, to show the combo, literally like walks up to Darkseeker's rotation, pops his buffs, combos down exactly 1 pack, walks away, and that's it. Like, that's all he grinded on it. It's so funny. It's like, it's too many buttons for even him to want to push. It's so funny, dude. Thanks for info. Yeah, no worries, man. Keep in mind that, like, metas are always changing, and, like, a year ago, Awakening Mystic was a joke, and Awakening DK was definitely better. So, at the end of the day, like, you should pick whichever one you like more, but that is their current standing. As it stands currently, Awakening Mystic is much better than Awakening DK. If you could pick Suck DK, I would say it's comparable to Awakening Mystic. But unfortunately, the game is set up in such a way that you kind of like screw yourself over if you have to go for multiple weapons. And I've sort of screwed myself over in that way because I play a Suck class and an Awakening class. But I've accepted that. It just means that I'll progress slower than most people, and you know what? Fair enough. If that's what it takes, that's what we do. And eventually, I'll have to get deck on everything anyway. It'll cost me like 4 trillion silver, but gotta happen eventually anyway. If Awaken want Booba, Mystic Guardian? What? Just play Guardian, lol. Absolutely broken for like regular PvE. Not super great for PvE that requires iframes, but big damage, big swings. Lowest APM in the game, probably. Current's too slow, played her 100 plus hours, but damage is big. Yeah, that's kind of what my feeling as well. And it was never going to be like the main class, but it sure was nice to crutch on for a while. And I just made myself a deal, man. I was like, as soon as we get the compass, I'm going to roll off the Guardian and we're going to play some not freaking broken low APM classes. And then I got absolutely juiced on the compass, and here we are. It happened about 80 hours sooner than I kind of expected, but, you know, at the end of the day, hard to argue. The game was like, hey, bud, it's time. So here we are. And so far, so good. I've been rolled off for maybe like 5 hours now. And here we are. We'll see how I feel in 6 weeks. I think it'll be good, though. I think Nova kind of like does the things I need it to in the like pack-to-pack classes or pack-to-pack spots. So I'm pretty happy with it. Kuno's good too? Yeah, Kuno's definitely good too. And not like super hard combo or anything, not like crazy high APM. Sweet cake. Nice. Sharks are good. Oh yeah, there's a couple of mythical sensors from login rewards as well now, right? Like I think 2 more. That'll be nice. That'll be very nice. I think we're at 7 clicks maybe. If that, maybe 6. So maybe 9 after today. A little out of time. I do also have the outfit, and I'm patiently waiting to open it for the T10 unicorn because it looks so cool. I like the purple outfit. Where's a DK around here? You just can't even see these friggin' things, man. The maids have been so nice as well. It's like 2 times an hour I don't have to run back to my horse. It's so good. Need more loyalties. I think I only have 3 of the 6 loyalty LTs. So a fair bit to gain. Then of course we need to do all the Sork ones as well. A lot of work to do. Yeet. Maybe do a ring here real quick. I wanted to make it to 70 bill today, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's just not enough time in the day, you know? But I think I had like 40 bill on Friday, so we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Just got to get a Vel's Heart, then I'll make 16 bill back from orders. So we're probably a little over halfway. And my guildie today, by the way, freaking 4-tapped a Pendebo neck. Pretty cool. And here I am like a pleb, saving up for one. I don't know, man. I just don't want to gamble on it. We already got lucky on Pendebo, so we can't risk it. Can't risk it. It would just go so poorly if we risk it. Well, bam. Risk it? I'm not a gambler. The first time we made a Pendebo was like some of the worst BDO I've ever played in my life. I just don't like people get like the gambler's high when things go. And I don't get that. I've never gotten the gambler's high. It's always just like I get annoyed when it doesn't go, and then when it does go, I don't feel anything. So enhancing for me is just pure annoyance. There's no like hype, there's no happiness. It's just annoying. But when I get an Elton piece, that's where my juice comes from, you know what I mean? That's where that feeling comes from for me. How hard is Kuno to play? Honestly, I don't think it's harder than Suck Nova. Like, the combo isn't even bad. So I'd say, like, kind of mid APM. You can get a little bit sweaty with, like, repositioning, but... You know, I don't think it's difficult. Halfway to my pen ring on my Mina account. Taking it slow. Fair enough. I think I'd like to be taking it a little bit faster than I am, but I've barely had time to grind this week. Awakening? Yeah. Awakening is pretty good. Mid APM. The combo's not bad. There's a lot of things that like one of the keys is SQ, I think. So that's a little bit weird. But I think you can hotkey that if you need to. I think that's the only bad one though. It's mostly like Shift L and B, Shift R and B type stuff. F. One minute remaining. Then we'll go do some horse clicking. I'll try something new, so I was thinking either Mystic or Kuno. I would say Mystic is like easier than Kuno, but both are similarly good. But I don't think Kuno's hard, is what I'll say. Kind of just in the middle with most of the other classes. If easiest is Guardian and hardest is Suck Ninja, it's definitely just like in the middle with most other classes. I think it's even easier than Awakening Ninja, and Awakening Ninja isn't bad either. But you kind of can't go wrong with either one. They're both solid. Awakening Ninja's harder than Suck? I don't think so. I think on the surface level, but I think the skill cap on Suck is like so much higher than Awakening. What about Awakening Sork? I think Awakening Sork is kind of easy. The combo just isn't very big. It's like fairly small, and then at the end there's a long cooldown skill, and then you do the fairly small combo again, and at the end you do the second long cooldown skill, and you just like flip back and forth between those two. I don't think it's difficult though, but it's not as good as the other two. It's me. I pitied 3-deck Charizard and don't get the excitement enhancing anymore. Yeah, unfortunate, man. That is very freaking expensive to pity some deck Charazads. Awakening Stork just looks awesome. That it does. That it does. That's why we have tagged it. Awakening Kuno is so good. Search for the Korean guy one. He's good. They also have a like best in class guide in Choices Discord for Kuno. I don't remember his name, but he's the one that made it. Today I one-tap tech deck belt. What the heck? Congrats, man. That's crazy luck, dude. Awesome. I hope to one day get that lucky. Alright, cake buff done. Let's end our hour now officially. Stop session. And we'll take a peek at what we did. We did 2.8 before tax, 2.6 after tax, 2 rings. The trash is definitely rating a little bit high, I think. We'll have to double check that. So it's probably more like 2.5. But pretty good, pretty good. Not bad. 2 leaves, 2 arc rods, 2 rings. Pretty good. And then, so with this companion app, those of you that are asking about it, now, since I have it linked to my Garmoth, I can literally just scroll down here and push this upload session button, and it uploads this hour to Garmoth. So now in my grind tracker on Garmoth, it'll show that hour. It'll also show my class automatically, because it automatically registers your class. So, like right up here, it saw that I was playing Nova Succession, and so it'll track your class automatically, and it'll upload it as Nova Succession, for example. Like my Wusa, got addicted because of J-Kun. Yeah, I tried Wusa because of J-Kun as well. He makes it look so like nice to play, but just wasn't quite for me. Not quite my class. Probably been telling you that you're carried. You just never seem to prove me different. Yeah, it gets worse. It gets worse, Aaron. You already know about the compass, obviously, but like it gets worse. Also know about the lung. Cheeky Turo lung, man. I have 2 total hours uploaded to Garmoth on that. Cheeky 2-hour lung. But I am not getting the main hand. We're not getting lucky on the main hand for some reason. Carried it enhancing, carried it RNG drops. I mean, what more could he ask for, really? It's the whole package. The freaking manual gain on my mic keeps getting itself turned to max. I don't understand how it's doing it. It just turns itself to max. I don't know. Now almost 9 times dry at Cox. Might become a statistical anomaly. You could be the luckiest unlucky person ever. Imagine. Saw Sick pitied Fallen God. Those are the days. Yeah, the duo Fallen God pity. Classic. And now we're just saving up for a pen dubbo. Little by little. Okay, let's go click a horse. Imagine we get a freaking T10 horse today. I would love that. That'd be so sick. Especially because it's the coolest looking horse now. I used to not have that opinion, but I've grown as a person. I don't know how many clicks we've done though. Not enough, I'll say that. So we'll click with the one that we have, and then I think I can just make another one. I'll have to remember how. Yeah, I can make another one. So we'll do that. This guy then went 50 times dry for the Cow Boss milk bucket, but I have a theory that they didn't account for free-to-play grinders, since it's quite literally impossible. That is a very drastically large number. Chance of not happening. Do AFK train? I AFK fish, but I do not AFK train. No. I am Master 4 training, though. Just from Raw Dog and some horses. That's not bad. But I don't train, no. This is our little rare pile. It's kind of nice. I think we're, what, 50... 54? 55 leaves. Wow. It's at the point of being statistically impossible, which just means it will never happen in the time that this universe will exist, which is also how they caught that Dream the Minecraft YouTuber was cheating. Oh. Because he did something like so astronomically rare that it couldn't possibly happen. Gotcha. I'm annoyed because my T10 requires Imperials. Oh yeah, the Flowers of Oblivion. You can buy level 15s on the market. So you might have a hard time on some servers, but you just buy, probably not that one because it's a Courser and it's more expensive. But this one, you could buy this one and just Imperial it. And you just flick through, look for level 15s. They're not super common, but they do exist. And you just flick through the list, buy them, Imperial them. You get most of your money back. Even if you do like tier 7s. This was level 14. I guess you could level that one up once. Level 19. That's kind of expensive because it's a new style. Yeah, bunch of new style of tier 7s out here. Holy. But I would say that's the typical strategy. People just buy them off the market and imperial them, and you don't lose that much silver. You do lose some, but it's not too bad. Or you could just train them yourself if you wanted, but I would say that's slower for sure. Not Imperial Horse Delivery for 5 bill game. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What do we name the horse? This will be our 8th click, I believe. What shall we name our 8th click horse? Spam bot level 15s and sold them back. Only was a small amount of silver. Exactly. One of Cox yesterday was teaching 2 people Cox, one with PVM experience, one with literally 0 boss KC. Person with PVM experience died once in the 5 raids we did. The one with the 0 experience died 10 times in 4 raids I did. That's not bad. 10 deaths in 4 raids, not knowing what you're doing. I will try Cox. If this goes, I'm gonna be a little bit annoyed. Because I don't really want it to have this name, but you know, YOLO. Okay, safe. Now we got to figure out how to make a mythical sensor again. I forgot. How do we do this? Find somebody in a town somewhere. Probably you. Oh, I might not have maids actually. We'll just try to brain power this one, shall we? Something about Old Moon sensor. Some other stuff that we need. Do I have any storage maids? I literally have no storage maids for 3 more minutes. Okay, we need some of these. We need, I think, 100 of each of these. I think I need to buy 8 more mythical feathers. There's only 100 on the market, boys. Oh, you can only buy 5 at a time? What the heck? What kind of scam is that? And then we need 100 of these. And then I'm sure there's other stuff I need, probably. We need an Old Moon vendor. In Odraxia. Oh, literally right here. Because we need a Old Moon sensor mold. What else do we need? That can't be everything. Moonlight Opal. Okay, manufacture those. Doing 4-mans. Normally when doing melee hand at Ulm, 2 people screw each other over because they have to stand on each other. Because the Nox Halley, I could just stand much farther away so we can melee Ulm without problems. I'll take 0 damage because that's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Okay, 10 mythical powder, 10 mythical feathers, 10 fire horn, 10 powder flame. Gotcha. So we'll need our 10 something or other. Forgot every single thing already. Fire horn? Do I have fire horns in here? Probably, right? Hopefully. Hello? I know I have powder flame. Where are these horn-looking things? I don't see them. Must not exist. They're not real. I have some on the striker, though. But I need my maids. Within 1 minute. Wasn't it on Guru Farming? Have 0 of the pities for the mole pet. You just got to get luckier, man. You just got to get luckier. Somewhere in here I have something. Maybe it's at Calpheon. Look at that. I have 1 pity for the mole pet. And I'm not even a little bit close to Guru Farming. Friend has 9. He hasn't even mastered yet. What the heck? What kind of scam is that? Okay, we need striker. 10 of these. And ranger 100 of these. I think that's everything. Mythical powder. How does one do mythical powder? Oblivion, fern root, everlasting herb, fruit of nature, and blackstone powder. Those are things I don't have. I need 100 fruit of nature. And I may as well buy the blackstone powder. So I don't have to grind some stuff down. Not even a mill. Okay. Grinding. Grind this. Grinding with Dosa? No, he sucks. Yeah, Awakening Dosa is just, it kind of fell off a little bit. They didn't really nerf it. They nerfed it a tiny bit, but everything else is just so much better now. Still upset the value pack from the login rewards auto applies. Yeah. Yeah. They just want to scam you into buying them. Got the 1K crons from watching streams. Huge. Can you do anything with it? Because I have 79 crons. And I would love a SEP main hand. So, you know, here we are. Okay, we have that now. Now we need mythical powder, mythical feather, firehorn powder of flame with manufacture. Okay. Currently going for SEP offhand. How many pity do you have? Are you close to average? Okay, mythical sensor. Beautiful, beautiful. 16, you're 1 away from average. You got this. I'm only at 11 yet. But even if I don't get the SEP main hand, the necklace will give me the tongue grad, so we're okay. Okay, let me get... Yeet. Let's name this one SickSpoon, shall we? So that we can actually get spooned on it finally. This will be the 9th click, I think, is how that works. So easy. Tier 10. Thank you. Frick, man. Claim the horse horn in the event is automatically character bound. No. It is a package that you then have to open. So it looks just like this. So it'll say, bound to the character upon use, press RMB to use. Mine went through with the name Seahorse. Maybe try that one next. Do we spend our little Shikatu seals on a mythical sensor? Do we spend our Shikatu seals on a mythical sensor? No? What else would I get? What else would I get? Name a seaman, lol. Let's do some math on this, because mathematically, 2 sailboats for twice the sailing. Mathematically, the most profitable thing that you can get from this is actually the Atanus elements. And it's not close. Because 30 of these is 10 billion silver. Or 50 of them is 6 billion silver. Quick maths. Wagon? I've had an order on the wagon. I wouldn't even use the wagon. That was 1K cons from Twitch. It's only 500. Might not be enough. Rip. Rip. What else will we get? You guys got to talk me into not spending these. Because, like, the Atanus elements is literally 3 bill for 10. Equivalent. So that's the most profitable. So I guess it would be 6 bill cost to get this mythical sensor. That is kind of expensive. Just for it to not go. I don't know, man. But that's like 2 weeks. Or like 10 days or something. Of doing a stupid horse daily. Which I haven't even done today. Carrick? That's not a Carrick. This does not give you a Carrick. I hate to break your heart. This gives you 1 piece of blue grade gear for a Carrick. It does not give you a Carrick. Make a seasonal, get more sensors. I'm out of seasonal characters. I'm out of season tickets because that's literally what I've done. I have literally spent all of my season tokens on mythical sensors and I don't have any more tickets. Or Garmoth pet? I already have a Garmoth pet. Right there. And as soon as I finish the new Varicant, I will have a tier 4 Garmoth pet. Which, by the way, I have the wing, and I now have 2 horns. We just need the Bloodlet Eye of the Deserts, and then we'll be done. So we're getting there. Nearly. How many blood do you need for the outfit? 420. And then 42,000 blackstones and 30 billion silver. So it's kind of a lot. It's kind of a lot. I probably will wait till after Pendebo Neck to actually get the outfit. Because I don't want to spend 30 bill. I also don't have 42,000 blackstones. I only have 36,000. Do I have any rings listed? I do not. Big money. 64 bill. Oh, I just tried to list the same thing twice. Smile. We're gonna like this axe ad. Keep getting where this boxer is sniffing this other guy's feet for like 20 seconds. What the heck? What the heck? What kind of ads do you get, man? 64 bill. So close, but so far. It didn't go, rip. Next time. Because then you'll be over average. Let's see, we need, what, like 22 more mythical sensors for pity? That's a lot of weeks. It's a lot of weeks of horsing. They should allow you to sell mythical sensors, because I still have 19, I won't ever be using them. What the heck? I have 0. 0. And I need 2 horses. How are we going to get 2 horses? So the supplies to make 11 more? Brother. You gotta just sell that stuff, man. Just give it up. You don't need it. It's fine. Soft fern root I buy. I'll probably have to do that as well on the 19th. Realistically, I won't have enough money for the debo, so we should have a good chunk of change floating around by the 19th. And I'll buy some fern roots, and I'll buy a Vel's Heart if I can. And I think that's it. I think that's all I need, really. I think 50 was like a bill. That's kind of expensive. That's kind of expensive. That's half a click as a bill? Oof. I want them to be free, you know what I mean? Oh, another thing that I got was actually the Polly's Marty Stone. So, +1 on that. Moved over to Naga's. We're making some good headway. I'm not like seriously going for those, but I was leveling up my seasonal anyway, and it happened to drop. It was kind of nice. Kind of nice. Think it's worth having to skip being weekly locked, though? I suppose. I guess, like, it depends on how much you want it. Right? Because if you're patient, I mean, you'll get it eventually. With pretty much no input. I guess it is a daily, and I don't think I've done mine today. Daily/weekly. But it's like 8 days per click or something. It's kind of a lot. Only ever did the weekly. Can't be asked doing the daily. It's the only reason that I do my farms. This is how it goes. I claim it. I swap to the striker, and in between the striker selling the other horse and getting a new horse is my farms. So what we do is make sure I don't have any more seeds. We're gonna whop in 2 hours during the Pearl of the Decade event, have almost everything. Not bad. I do have everything. We're fully shebanged. I've made like 2 bill in gold bars from it as well. Not too bad. So I do my farms literally once a day when I do the daily horse thing. then when I log in, that's it. Basically where it's at for me. Except I log in more than you, I think. Just a little bit. I never log out, in fact. Oh, got a plant. Huh. Should we make our belt today? Just for the memes? I think I just want tribe. Maybe we'll go back to the drawing board and make sure that we're set on what I need. Let me just double check. Our Tuna Hardcore have died to the cow boss so far? What the heck? Like the nightmare cow boss or the regular cow boss? Regular? Raw tap it till tat? I don't think I need a tat. I think I need a try. But we'll double check. Only 3 have done the hard mode one. Interesting. All 3 beat it. Some gamers. We catch horse. Easiest horse catch of my life. Got to put my hands away before I can get on my horse. Then we go sell the horse. And then we log back into the ranger to claim the daily. And then I think we'll figure out how to make a Charizard. Maybe I'll plug in some Garmoth stuff to see what we need. And then we'll make a Charizard belt. I hung on to the Devos that I got. So I just have all the base Devos I need. And I do have a fair bit of magical shards. Oh, look at that. Free 10 Flowers of Oblivion. Easy game. Not even hard. It's just that easy. That's all you have to do. Just eat some horses. Just get them at higher levels. $50 Essence of Dawn, 300 shards, and a belt is all you need. We should have that, no trouble. I ran away from town. Tet should be easy, right? If we need Tet. It's an AP upgrade no matter what we do, so. Let's get back to town, and I'll plug in some Garmoth stuff and we'll figure it out. Okay, gear planner. That's wrong. Okay, Nova. We need base Charazods here because I don't want to bother with anything better than that. These will be Tet Charazods. This will be a Nav Charizard. And so the belt will have to be... Oh, this will be Vel as well. We'll just do that. Let's assume that we get the Sep. Yeah, okay. We could go Tet. Yeah, we'll need a Tet and then pry earrings, I think. unless we get juiced and we get a freaking deck Charizard, that'd be sick. But we can't assume that. So we'll probably shoot for Tet here, I think. Tell Hex easy. I'm not enhancing them to enhance them. These are, every single one of these that isn't the necklace is going to be thrown away. I'm just making this to hit 350 AP and meet Jordine requirements, and then we're going to buy them. We're going to buy Pendebos for all of them. That is the plan. Calculated that if I get a Pendebo earring and my offhand Decep, I should be ready to go for deck trees. Not bad. This is exactly Jordine requirements here. So that's my plan. I want to do Tet rings because they'll be equal to my Jatina Pen Crescents, so I can just convert my Pen Crescents into Essence of Dawns, basically. I want to go as low as possible on the earrings because 99.9% of the time I'm going to be wearing the Debos, the Distos, because the Distos are 18 AP and the Charizards are 15. And those I'll go as low as possible because I just won't even wear them most of the time. But the belt and the rings will just take over my main gear. So I guess we'll go Tet on the belt is the current plan. So we'll get the belt, get some magical shards. We'll get some Essence of Dawn out. I'll actually do the F2 method. I don't know if we'll even make Tet today. I don't know. How do you spell Charizard? With an H? Charizard belt. 300 magical shards, a double belt, 50 Essence of Dawn. Processing what, though? I assume manufacture? Probably. It's looking like it will be. Here we go. Also slowly getting to the realization that I might actually have to start doing solo cox if I want any meaningful progression. Yep. Is that our belt? Do we do it? We have a Charizard belt. Look at that. It is 1 AP less than my Pen Kaposha belt. And it is 20 extra LT. How does one enhance this thing? I guess I need to put my things back in the enhance window. We got to get Tet here, probably. Not on a 300 stack, please. What do people use for this? I got to look up the enhancement calculator. Please hold. Charizard. Base. Pry is a 30 stack. I mean, I can handle a 30 stack. 66% chance. Easy pry. Duo is a 55 stack. How about a 60 stack? What do we think? 51%? Easy. Try is a 80 stack. That's a little bit more hefty. But, you know, 50-50, easy. And Tet is a 120 stack. I actually have a 120 stack. Perfect. Basically a 50-50, easy. Because it didn't go. It didn't go. What was try again? 80 stack. 80 stack, 50-50, basically easy. Because it didn't go, and now I'm out of room for stacks. This is why enhancing is ass. Nobody likes this garbage. What do I do now? Do I just stop? Do I just give up? Now that I don't have any stacks? Do I just throw in the towel? Delete the belt and start again. I guess, man. It was going so well, and then now it's not. Because you just run out of room for stacks, man. Check out the Sork, by the way. Did some dyeing of the scythe. Pretty nice. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's get back to clicking a belt that's not going to go. Knock on wood. Made for Sork? It looks so good on Sork, yeah. And the cape reaches the ground, which is a miracle. It doesn't do that on a lot of classes. Okay. Come on, little belt. I need you to go. Duo is 55 stack. Try is 80 stack. Tet is 120 stack. Thank you. We're done. We're done. Just like that. Look at this AP upgrade. 3 AP upgrade. 340 main hand, 342 awakening. Not bad. Not bad. Just get the thing, guys. I don't know why you guys have such a hard time. I've said this before. Just get the thing. Just do it. It's not even hard if you just do it. And now that'll die there. And then so we need to make a ring and another ring and then basically like pry earrings. And then we'll buy the neck, get that knob. I do have a handful of hammers to use on that as well, so if we get lucky, that'd be great. And then main hand to Sep, and we're at Jordine. Well, pending Vel's Heart purchase. If the Vel's Heart does not purchase, then I have to get my offhand to Hex to make up the 1 AP, and I'll just buy a Khan's Heart and exalt that instead. But I'm hoping Vel's Heart. You know what I mean? Because then I won't have to, it'll just be one and done. I won't have to worry about it. We're hoping. So if anybody wants to sell me a Vel's Heart, I'd be interested. There are a few orders on them. Just a couple. Just a couple of orders. Only 700 orders on the Concentrated Magic. And only 800 orders on the actual heart. But you know. Oh. We reached 340 displayed AP. We can get a hammer. I'll save that for my when I get the necklace. Because we'll be able to go for deck on the necklace. That'd be so cool to get. How many hammer boxes do I have? 4, 7, 10. We'll have 10 clicks at Deck Karazad right off the bat. Probably 11 if we claim that one. Not bad. Only, what, 70 bill to go? 76 bill? Almost halfway. Almost halfway. Okay, let me run to the restroom, actually. And then we'll get a little bit more grinding in, and then I'll have to call it at some point after that to go to work. So give me just a couple minutes here. I'll be right back. Okay. Now all we really need is an Ethereal Limbo and a Lung this hour. And that'll really round out our luck for the evening. And, that will be set. We'll be all good after that. So let's just get those knocked out real quick. I don't feel like I'm asking for that much, you know what I mean? Get our loot tracker going. There we go. I always forget something, but I think this time I probably didn't. Oh, I did actually, my pets. Just a lung and a limbo, and we're good. Why not? Sent my luck your way. Should we good to go? Uh-oh. Is the streak over, chat? Is the streak dead? But I guess you did say that on Thursday, and then the next hour I touched the game after stream, we got the Elton piece. So maybe I actually did take your luck. I don't know. Maybe that's why you're 9 times dry at Cox. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. My bad, I guess. Either way, I'm stuck here, though. Because, like, this is by far the best money I can make, so we're here till Pen Debo. And then I guess after the Pen Debo, I kind of need to buy some crons if we don't have our main hand done. Because they just aren't really given that many for the 10th anniversary, I guess. How much you making? Between 2.5 and 3 bill an hour after tax. It's been very, very consistent over a long time as well, so just super good money. For the requirements is like actually broken money. And then you get an Ethereal's Limbo, and suddenly it's like 6 bill, 5 bill. But pretty rare, though. I think Tungrad will technically be a little bit less liquid silver. But we'll get some stacks kind of built up too, so it'll be nice. What add-ons you use on Nova? Just the ones from Strega. Strega has a like PV guide. I just yeeted everything that Strega had in the video. Any prices? It's actually inflated. On EU, it'd be like 4 silver. Yeah, basically. Basically, yeah. On NA, or like you could sell the Okrods and all that stuff. They all sell. On EU, like you ain't selling any of that stuff. But the guide is just from like a couple months ago. Strega did a PV guide. That's the homework if you really want it. That's the combo. Those are the add-ons, all of it. You know, super funny me killing chickens on RS3 is almost 3 mil GP an hour. Jeez. Oh, that's just got to be like giga inflated, right? Do you make like 12 trillion silver an hour killing like black demons or something? Best moneymaker is 250 mil an hour, I think. What the heck? Think this account surpassed you, man? By a long shot, yeah. This account is 340 AP and 416 DP. Pretty juiced, man. Pretty juiced. Well, let's get some guild buffs going, shall we? Oh, whoops. Which one is it? This one. Guild buffs. Luster S Bus Moneymaker is 25 mil an hour. So you're more rich in RS3. Crazy. Mm-hmm. Almost made 200 mil already. The XP here is awful, though. I'll say that. Can't have everything, I suppose. Must be getting these feet sniffing ads because I'm a sick computer. I don't even like feet, man. I can't even, like, go without socks. I don't like things touching my feet. So, that's all you, man. Got nothing to do with me. Take your shoes off indoors? Yeah, but I have socks on unless I'm wet. Also, I pretty much just wear, like, work boots. I do have shoes, but I don't, like, ever wear them. I just wear work boots. You get wet when you don't have socks on? Yeah, because I'm in the shower. To me, you sleep with socks on? Or you sleep in the shower? I sleep with socks on, yeah. I'm one of them. But I've been like that my whole life. I can't go without socks. I just don't like things touching me, you know? Much worse you do with Nova than Guardian. My best hour on Guardian with level 2 and Agris is like 34.5k. My best hour on Nova is like 30k. Barely. So a bit worse, but not like crazy. And some of that is because I have hundreds of hours on a Guardian and I have like 9 hours on a Nova. Or 10 hours on a Nova, you know? I could probably do 31k, but like I'm not going to hit 34, that's for sure. About 10% seems reasonable. Yeah, it's not too bad. A lot closer than I thought it would be. At first it wasn't though. Because like, didn't know what I was doing. I kept getting lost in the combo and stuff. But you know, I'm trying to get much better mobility for spots that could use it. Yeah, absolutely. And better repositioning just overall. And the ability to cancel out of my skills if I need to iframe. That's kind of nice. I think that seems pretty balanced as a trade-off. Yeah, and if I'm like super sweaty with it and I'm always going for back attacks, I could push it. I won't get 34k though. But it can be pushed. But that's probably why Guardian doesn't really have good repositioning. It's because then it would be like an even farther difference. That'd be crazy. How close are you to being able to grind Dokebi, by the way? Be interested to see what you think of the spot. I think it's a 1535. And I'm like 1220, so... Once I get the Debo, I'll be like 1400 flat. And that'll put us at Tungrad Ruins. Maybe it'll be like 1430 with the belt. 1435? I thought it was 1535. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's like Orzekia or something I'm thinking about. Maybe that's 1565 as well. I'm not sure. 1415, 1445. I see. Probably like realistically after the telescope. Because like that's the goal. Is Tungrad Ruins for telescope pieces, then Dark Seekers to finish the telescope. And then probably we'll have enough AP by then to do like Orzekia. But maybe I'll try Dokebi, because it's decent. Don't need to move if the enemy is dead. That's like Guardian mentality right there. I don't gotta move if we just kill it. And it's true. Guardian do just kill the thing. Could be the spot for Sork. Doesn't need movement. Doesn't need massive AoEs. Arzekia is really good for that too. Like you do have to move between packs, but the packs are like small or sometimes even just one mob. But I think Dark Seekers will also be good for Sork. I've seen some nasty stuff at Dark Seekers with Sork. Basically all of Adonia is like pretty solid for Sork. But, you know. Does seem like they maybe did a little bit of improvement for the Sork mobility as well. Because they made like Rushing Crow, or whatever it's called, able to be used from Awakening. So it's less like C-swapping for mobility. It's not that bad. I don't think of this, but you could maybe add a channel point reward that allows you to pick a grind spot for an hour. Of course, only for spots you actually grind. So we can't just say, yeah, go grind Decky Gyphon solo. Yeah, maybe. I think they'll probably just give me places I would die, though, you know? And I think if it's too restrictive, then it probably wouldn't be fun. Got an earring to Oct, only one more Oct accessory, full Oct except neck, which is deck. Hey, not bad. Easy gains. That's not a spot you can grind. I suppose, but like, I don't know. Would it be fun? If you rolled it right now, I can grind kind of a lot of spots. Like, pretty much all the Dekia spots except for like Ash Forest and Olin's. And then City of the Dead and like stuff like that. I don't know. City of the Dead is awful, by the way. I tried City of the Dead, so bad. We're just gonna skip it. We're just gonna skip over that. Can you do level 1 Ash Forest? I think it's a 1530 spot for level 1 Ash Forest. So we're not quite there. It's also just not that good. Maybe someone is curious how Sork would do at Dekia Kadri, for example. That's pretty interesting. Dekia Kadri is like 1550 or something as well. It's so wild. It's like not good, but it has pretty high requirements for what it is. Same thing with Crescents. But that is an interesting thought. They could choose the place and which class, be it like Nova or Sork. That'd be kind of interesting. Much lower? No, it's like kind of high for what it is. I think Crescents and Kadri are both kind of high. Kadri's 1395. Okay, not quite as high as I thought. But the other ones are 1130, so like weirdly high increase there. When you gonna farm on Sork? I don't even know the combo on Sork. I literally just tagged it today, so I will take some time off stream to learn the combo and get comfortable with it. Same way that we did with Nova. We tagged the Nova, but I didn't play the Nova on stream for a while until I really had the combo down, because it's very difficult to like try to keep up with chat and also like read my combo on the list and remember where I am and stuff like that. But I just tagged it today. We just got it leveled up today, and I did the Awakening quest today as well. So it'll be a little bit, because like just Friday afternoon, which for me, like it's arguably still Friday. It's like 4 a.m. Saturday. Friday afternoon, like evening, is when I actually got the compass. So that's when we did the rolling and stuff. Think it could be fun. Just move you around the map. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Something interesting to think about. Could be a cool idea. And I think I could set it to like 1 redeem per stream or something, since we only do like 4-hour streams. I think that'd be totally fine. Somewhere in the 25, 50K. Yeah, I think the like Tangios are 10K, right? So maybe 20, 25, something like that. And if it's like limited to one a day, then I think like we'll see one most days, and that'd be nice to just do some like break up the normal places. Yeah, that'll be cool. I'll write that down actually, and then when I actually understand the sort combo, then we'll do that. Do you mind actually just like DMing me that idea so that I can get a notepad later? Just so it's like written down somewhere. It'd be pretty easy to set up as well. So. Where's this freaking DK? It's invisible. Ugh. Awkrod, nice. Up to almost 700 mil, 20 minutes. Kind of bad. Pretty low average. I don't have Agris though, so that's fair enough. I guess I'll have to put some time into Sork over the next few days. Though, just as a heads up to everyone, they are coming back into my frickin' apartment again on Monday and Tuesday. Not for Windows, but for like some GFI outlets and more smoke detectors. I literally have an 800 square foot apartment, and they're going to have 3 freaking smoke detectors in here, and it's just like, why? But they're installing 2 additional smoke detectors and a couple of GFCI outlets. So I will not be able to stream on those days because there will be people here, which is really freaking annoying. I'm so like every 2 weeks they come in, it feels like. I'm so annoyed. It's like the freaking contractors live here more than I do, man. I swear. I guess it's also 450 mil now to freaking tag. So I probably won't re-tag the Sork until we're done with Jordine requirements. We'll just leave her with whatever she's got. And then what are these login rewards? We do get only 1,000 crons. I guess an outfit box. It's like 1,800 crons. That's 1 click. Oof. We might be spending money on crons after we get the neck. So the last DM I sent you was printer cam. Printer cam. Is this like a super old DM or something? Oh, jeez. I don't even remember that video, now that I'm looking at it. I'll have to watch it again. Get yourself a printer and start grinding BDO with it as your monitor? Oh, jeez. You know, I guess like if you're at a Dekia spot, you just spam your combo and then the printer is like making sure that you're physically in the right place. And if you aren't, you just readjust. Lung incoming. Good morning, Mario. The lung is right here. It's not the lung from here though. It's the lung from the cows. But we did get a lung. We did get a lung, technically. The cave cows? No, we also finished the cave cows. The 1 in 109 hour average item we got in 23 hours. And we now have this, which is a fancy little compass that teleports your party to you. Pretty good. So yeah, we hard rolled the Nova, gave up the Guardian. Now we're a Nova and a Sork. How expensive printer cartridges are? I sure think you'd be unable to financially recover from that stream, for sure. I couldn't even afford a printer, to be honest. Because those aren't exactly cheap either. Rip got a throat, yeah. Yeah, unfortunate. But you know, we have throat block and sick throat now. You can absolutely afford a printer. How much are printers in the US? And which ones have the freaking subscription where if you stop paying the subscription, they don't let you print things anymore? This is the last lung spot then? Yeah, so the one I have is the right lung. This place drops the left lung. And they're just two parts of an outfit, basically. The right lung is the like chest piece and the body, and the left lung is just the helmet. For the La or Zeka. Which is kind of cool looking. I probably won't wear it, but it'd be cool to have. Printers even in America aren't expensive. They just come with either no or barely any ink, which is the true expense. Get a printer in USA for like $44. That's not that cheap, to be honest. I guess it's fine, though. Is that like a subscription-free printer? Or is that the subscription printer? Who's getting the underwear box? I already opened it on the Nova. So that's the technical main. It has the main gear. I like swapped the gear with coupons to the Nova, and we tagged the Sork. Also opened the glasses on her and whatever the other thing was. What did the underwear do? Just some tiny boost? It doesn't really do anything on its own. But if you have all of the outfit slots filled, then it has a 10% chance to not break your crystals, basically. Or a 10% increased chance to not break your crystals if you die. And it reduces how much durability you use on your gear while you're grinding by, I think, also 10%. But it's not underwear specific, it's just all of the outfit pieces together that do that. Who got the underwear? Nova. You want a printer, get a job in an office and print the stuff you need there, then leave? That's, yeah, we do have a printer at work. We have 2 printers at work, actually. And I don't pay for either one of them. What I'll say, though, is like the printer that I have most access to, when it runs out of ink, I can't actually put more ink in it because the ink is locked up behind like 4 layers of security. Along with the like sodas and stuff. It's like, kind of funny. Which one do you get? Whichever the top one was in the box. What was it called? Vlavladian? It was just on the top. Is it a big company printer? Yeah. Yeah, the big, like, stands at like 5 feet tall and has a bunch of, like, drawers and stuff on it. Good choice. It was just the top one in the box. I didn't actually even look at them. Price go for 5K easily? What the heck? Do I need to be like trying to pawn them or something? Sell them on the side? Be like, I don't know what happened to that printer ink. That's weird. I'm just trying to keep them locked up. But you'd think like I run multi-million-dollar equipment every single day. And like I don't have keys to that. Nobody does. I also don't have keys to the toilet paper or the paper towels. And I'm like in a quote unquote position of authority. But I gotta call the works for a temp agency cleaner to give me access to the paper towels. Someone does, otherwise we're gonna get restocked. Yeah. The person that doesn't actually work for the company and just works for a temp agency has access to that stuff, the printer ink and all that. America, yeah. Classic. But I guess that just means it's not my problem. So if I have to wipe with my hand and rub it on someone's desk, then I guess that's what I have to do. I don't know. Not really my problem. They should have thought about that. Is this a better stream time for you guys, by the way? I noticed that, like, there's basically the same amount of people here as there would be, like, on the normal stream time. Like, what is happening? Is it just uniquely a weekend thing, or is this just, like, a good time? Company probably has a contract with another company, which they probably state they aren't allowed to do anything themselves unless X amount of time has passed without the service being done / delivered. Then these types of contracts for IT related stuff, I guess about the same for this. Yeah, it's definitely like rented from another company, that printer specifically, but we're responsible for swapping ink and paying for the ink. So like we have the ink on site, it's just locked up and I can't access it. Have some toilet paper in my pocket 24/7 if I had that. I mean, it's usually restocked, but like, if it isn't, what do, you know? Yeah, but only on weekends. Oh, weird. Weekend, yeah, no work then. So it's noon. Huh. That's really interesting because for me, I go to work at start work at 6 a.m. and I get off at 2 p.m. on the weekend. And I'm so freaking tired right after work that I end up sleeping. Like, I go to bed right after work and I wake up in the middle of the night usually. And I don't stream on the weekend because I'm like, well, it's the middle of the freaking night. Probably a bad time. But if it's a good time, maybe I might try to stream on the weekend more. I don't know. But like, I'm usually up around this time on the weekends. Not always, but usually. So maybe I might try it. I don't know. Because like Monday, Tuesday, super freaking hard for me to do. Just do the way the work schedule works and like flipping the sleep schedule because like the weekend messed me up. It's just really hard for me to do Monday, Tuesday. Maybe I'll swap those to Saturday, Sunday. Maybe that'll work better. I don't know. So we could stream like Thursday through Sunday, or maybe like Wednesday through Sunday. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe we'll try it out. I guess the good news is like on Sunday evening, which would be, I guess, Monday for you guys around this time, I could stream a little bit longer, maybe. I guess not, because then I'd have to work in the afternoon and I wouldn't have slept. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Though, of course, if things go the way that I'd like them to, the whole freaking stream schedule thing is going to get completely butchered. I don't know. We'll have to see. I keep forgetting to pop my freaking harmonies. If you could survive home, that'd be better than solo. Just be a bullet sponge and don't die. We're out of Agris. Rip. That's why we only have 12k trash, I guess. Oof. What a freaking day, man. Today has been juiced. Compass. Lung. Ted belt. What more could you ask for? I guess a second lung. Maybe that's just a tad greedy if we ask for a second lung. I don't know. Maybe that's a little greedy. Hard to say. Worst the game could say is no, you know? So I guess we're asking, can I have a second lung? Or a Vel's heart? Either one. Either one. I'd be happy with either one. Whereas I wouldn't even call a PVM experience, just prayer and swap on non-combat. Yeah, basically. It's so brain dead that sometimes you decide that, well, I don't need to look at my screen. And then you get killed by Torag. So, you know? Also another guy that's some PVM experience, 50 Vorkaths, some Barrows, Moons, Royal Titans. Also, Quest Cape, he only died once. Not bad. Hadn't happened to me yet. Dying to Torag. I mean, you can try it out. It's not as cool as you'd think, to be honest. But you could give it a try if you want. Sometimes he high rolls, and sometimes he high rolls many times in a row. And then rip. I see the 4 Mans of Cox as well. Melee had become such a slog. Nox Halley, it actually makes 4 Mans really fun. What a good item, man. What a good addition to the game. Because before, like, halberds were kind of like meh, right? Like, nobody really ever used them. I guess, like, Crystal Halberd. But now... Crystal was the only one for the spec. Yeah, now I see people doing, like, freaking Zulra with halberds and stuff. Kind of cool. It just essentially added a new weapon type to the game. A new option for melee. It's kind of cool. But then you get back into Osers? Me too, man. I gotta finish my 99 agility. So it goes from like 2 out of 10 to 6 out of 10 with using melee. 40-second PB, that's all right with melee. Not bad. We gotta come up with like foot pedal ways to train every skill. Even if it's kind of dookie. We just gotta do a foot pedal train for every skill and then I'll eventually max. Zora Grandmaster speed is 54 seconds. Smoked it. I guess like they set those speeds pre like Nox Alley and they're like, this is pretty good. This is gonna be tough. I think probably at least 3 weeks left on the necklace, if I had to guess. I'm not sure how much money we're making a week, but I don't think it's that crazy. I think so far this week I've only done 20 bill, right? All Seclude appears on a Saturday morning. Yeah, we're almost done now because I do have to go to work, but we're here and we're juiced. I got everything I freaking could ever want except a Vel's heart. Gosh dang it. Where's my Vel's heart? Just woke up. Yeah, I have to end stream in like 40 minutes or so. So I can go to work. Skills like thieving, agility, technically mining could all be done, but skills like smithing, cooking, etc. could not be done. Well, I guess you can only like temporarily do those skills as well, right? Because like mining, you just run out of inventory, so you'd have to end it. You'd have to actually like intervene. She got my Karazad belt. Hey, not bad. I also got a Karazad belt. Not a crazy one, just a tad one, but you know, it's there. Leaving already guards. He never moves. You can set it up so you can open the coin pouches. I'll just spam clicking. Whoa, that freaking Dekia symbol just flashed on the screen. AFK prayer mining. That could be decent. 324 AP, not bad. Not bad, good for you. Started playing again a week ago. I was 310. That's some big gains, man. 14 AP in a week, that's really good. You can actually do AFK cooking, but you need infinite milk bucket. So I'd have to do a cow. If you're ready, when you're ready to get caught up, Zerxin, we've gotten some crazy stuff today, so like I can run you through the list. Also, that most recent Vel that I saw you at, it must have been like Thursday or something. I shot 40 freaking cannons at that thing and I didn't hit it. I didn't get any. I didn't get a reward. It's the only Vel I've ever shot at and not hit. I just could not hit the freaking thing to save my life, dude. It was awful. I walked away with nothing. I was so annoyed. And it almost sunk my boat. Hate Vel. It's so awful. Hit me? Okay. Okay, so after stream on Monday, I basically couldn't play it all on Tuesday. Barely touched the game on Wednesday. Then we played on Thursday and did a couple hours of Histria. And then after that, then the following hour at Histria, which I did on Friday evening, so like literally last night, the 23rd hour. The 23rd hour. We got the Elton piece. So we finished the compass. So I have the compass in my inventory. So I hard rolled to Nova because that was the deal. The deal was we keep Guardian until we get compass, then we hard roll Nova. So I hard rolled Nova. We tagged Sork. And then I did 2 hours of Thornwood to level the Sork, did the Awakening quest, whatever. Then I was like, well, let me see how tanky Nova is at Turos, because I don't ever successfully grinded Turos on Guardian. And in 14 minutes, I got the lung. So not bad. Not bad. Pretty good. And then this morning we made a Tech Karazad belt because I'll need a Tech belt anyway. So, I mean, we kind of got lucky on that. It only took me 2 clicks to get the Tet. And I didn't really fail until try. And then I failed to try, failed to duo, and then succeeded all the way back. So pretty lucky, I would say. And yeah, not bad. We're kind of juiced on most things. $32 hours, that's blasphemy. 23 hours, not 32. Yeah, we're on this is a Suck Nova, guys. Suck Nova. Kurtzme also just bought a Tet Devo and for it to depend. Yeah, it would be too much though and cost too much money. I'm just cheesing the Karazads for Jordine requirements, and I don't need pens for that. I need 2 Tet rings and 2 Pry earrings now. Which class you like most? I like 6 years ago Awakening Zerker the most. But I do not like the current rendition of Awakening Zerker. So 8 hours of Thornwood made 18.6 bill, only 2 limbos. 2 limbos is lucky. in 18 hours. I think it's like a 30-hour average for Limbo or something like that. We're saying swapping characters gives you luck. Maybe, I don't know. I did get the compass on the Guardian though. Like I got the element piece on the Guardian because that was the deal. And I can't freaking hit my main hand to save my life so far. But you know, what are you gonna do? You remember the math on getting pen with Karazods? Yeah, it's like 24 bill, I think, to actually craft them, and 30 bill for the actual pen. But I'm not even gonna go to pen. I'm just gonna stop at Tet, which I think is like realistically 18 bill tops. I don't remember exactly. Less, certainly. For my big Musa is again S plus tier. Yeah, Musa's really good right now. Lots of damage. I can actually look at the math. Don't let me die, guys. Crafting a pen average total cost is 22.9 bill. So you're paying a premium if you go the Debo route. But I guess you do get the crystal. Something to think about. They're slightly cheaper, so it'd be worth going Tet Debos. A couple weeks ago, Tet Debos were around 20 bill instead of 30, depending on slot. Yeah, so if like average cost to make is 23, if you can get one for 26, I'd say you're like equivalent. Because you get the 3 bill crystal for exchanging it, right? But they're all freaking 30 plus bill right now. That, of course, assumes that you plan to then enhance your Karazods, which, like, overall is a worse decision, but, you know, not a bad starting point if you can get them closer to that, like, 20, 25, 26 bill mark. They can also take Musa for a breath of fresh air. Can't even speak, man. Yeah, something new. Something back to, well, I guess not new for you, but something different again. Pretty good. Yeah, so this belt is technically a 3 AP gain over our Kaposha, which is nice. And it'll be all I need for Jordine in that slot. So we'll get that. 2 rings to Tet to replace my Pen Crescents from Jatina. And then 2 Pry earrings. That gets us Jordine, and then I'll just keep buying Pendebos. Like Pendebo belt, then 2 Pendebo rings, and so on. I was considering you need 1 good Karazad to achieve Jordine. Yeah, that'll be the necklace. I'm going to get a Pendebo neck. I am currently nearly halfway to it as well. So 1 Pendebo neck and then 3 Tets and 2 Pries. And we'll be 350. I go up the earring for now and focus on the sub weapon. Probably a good plan. Probably a good plan. My Pen Blackstar and Kafras, yeah. The Kafras are rough, man. It's so many of them. Guess we gotta update the gear planner as well. I don't think I put in the... Also, if I can't get a Vel's Heart, and I have to go the Con Heart route, I do need a Hex offhand. So, that would be unfortunate. Because I still have to get the Sep main hand, and I'm 11 clicks deep on that. And we're seeing pretty much no crons on the horizon, so I don't know, man. If I can grind out my last Kabua today, get lucky, get the full drop, I'm going to buy the remaining 6k Caffers I need. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. You always say just get one? Why aren't you just getting one? I've been trying to get one, man. Vel's just being mean. This hour has been awful. What the heck? 0 rings, 1 Akra. This might be the worst hour I've had ever. This might be the least money I've ever made at Thornwood. I did borrow you my luck. I've never gotten under 2 bill before. Like, it's just never happened. Even without Agris, it's never happened. Actually, keep it if you want. I'm good, man. I'm good. Last couple of weeks, Vel pre-orders have practically doubled from 400 to nearly 800 pre-orders on Magic and Heart. Yeah, I know. So, like, before the event, you could expect a concentrated Magic every 64 days, and now it's like 110 days average, despite the fact that there's the 10 Vel event. Because there's so many more orders. There's like, before the event, there's like 200 orders on Concentrated Magic, and now there's like 700. It's so awful. Really hoping that the Night Vendor event helps me get a Vel. Otherwise, we're just going to go Khan's Heart and do like a Hex offhand or something, and just sit on it even longer. I don't know. It's on the 18th and 19th? It's on the 19th, yeah. Which I don't think I'll have enough money for the Pendeba by then, so we should have a decent little chunk of change floating around to get maybe some Royal Fern Roots and hopefully a Vel's Heart. Don't mind when they did the raffle thingy. You actually get yours with the raffle, or were they just available on the market by then? Bought it? Been listed for 8 bill, Jesus. Classic EU, racing to the bottom. What raffle thingy? They used to do, like, you earn raffle tickets in-game, and you could apply your raffle ticket toward, like, they had T9s on there, they had Vel's Hearts on there, some, like, life skill stuff, just, like, random stuff. They haven't done one of those in quite a while. Vaguely remember this. Yeah, I think one of them was like an IRL, like headphones or something. Some like Razer headphones. Maybe like a DK statue as well. Just weird stuff. They gave you cancer? Yeah, yeah. Classic PA. Just bought the Vels when I was 4 bill, back before Black Stars. What would have bankrupted me? It would have been worth it, man. It would have been worth it to go bankrupt. Look at you now. Still can't get a Vel's Heart. Regret. Well, you know, hindsight and all that. What are you gonna do? There's our hour, boys. The worst frickin' hour ever. I have not had a worse hour here. Feels bad. Feels bad. Only 1.6 bill. That's how much money I make pretty much everywhere else. Look at this awful hour. 1.7 before tax. No rings. Nothing. Terrible. Terrible. Wish never sold my iBuyPower Hollow or Titan Hollow stickers on CSGO. They're like 80k each these days. What the heck? What the heck? 80k dollary dues? Something like €1 each. That's classic Aaron luck, to be honest. I don't know how you do it, but you do it, man. Ooh, should I get the frigate? Is the frigate a left click shoot, or does it have the stupid mount cannons? I think it's mount cannons. Frick. I hate mounting cannons. Also, the water at Vel is so unstable physically that I can't even repair the boat with repair materials because I fall into the water through the boat. Every 7 frickin' seconds, basically. So I can't even repair my frickin' boat that's dead. Awful. What do I do with all my, Did I just, like, leave it on the Guardian or something? Sure did. Sure did. Some kafirs. Also once had a M4A4 Howl. At the time was worth like €400. Traded for something else. 2 weeks later became contraband. Now they put between 5 and 30k. What the heck? 3.3 bill after tax, 53 minutes, 3 Debo earrings. Congrats, man. I got absolutely destroyed on RNG and got nothing. So you have to wait 15 to 30 minutes after logging in on the ocean for it to stop yeeting you like that. I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to sit there for that long. That's awful. Weave, hello, good morning. Spaghetti code issue where I can't tell where you are when you log in, so it bounces you around. How about crazy idea? They just make it so that you can repair your boat by being at the helm. Or just right click use and it insta uses them. I don't know. I don't know. If somebody wants to spend billions of silver doing some weird stuff like that, I feel like you should let them. How many kafirs? 360 Kaffers. Not bad. Not bad. Auto kill Vel and give everyone a Vel package every time. Yeah, or at least like if you've been hit by Vel, give you a package. Only if you have the Yar value pack that's 5,000 pearls a week active. Don't be giving them ideas, man. You also have to win 1,000 consecutive Yar games to unlock the ability to purchase. How much money do we have? I was hoping to make it to 70 bill. That's not going to happen. Not going to happen today. But what are you going to do? Why? Why? The rest of them are up here? Why? Why you do this? Cheeky Bill and Caffres. Not that bad. Oh, also, I got a cheeky drop from the Bloodstorm Maneuver the other day. Yesterday. And it was both things in one. Both of the things. So I just need the Blackstone things now. I have, let's see, 377. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, let's check out the Sork. Or spend 50,000 pearls to skip. There are people that have spent a lot more than 50,000 pearls, I'll tell you that. But damn. We got to get the purple glow, I guess. The yellow glow is a little bit off-putting. Looks cool, though. Combo's kind of weird, I'll say. Let's see, I have a notepad of it, I believe. That's probably it. Sets me that you can't put T10 horse outfits in the T11. Well, you got to get the Krogdalo horse outfit. Was it SRMB? W. Oh yeah, violation. Shift F. Whoops, I don't know how that works. And then down. That was S. I agree. So what you got to do is you got to pre-order Crimson Desert, and then you'll get the actual Krogdalo skin that isn't S. Get a wing or horn. They exchange for 30 each. So I do have an extra one. So I guess I could get 30. So I have an extra horn. How many reverse scales do you have? Uh-oh. Scale. 217. People on Twitter are really happy that you can randomly tackle people in Crimson Desert and beat them senseless. People are weird, man. That would do a heart. That would be the last heart as well, because I have the main hand and the awakening done. Or we just get one from Garmoth, imagine. Imagine. That's the Sork combo, basically. 840 total? No, 420 total. It's 210 per piece. Watch Dogs 2, I used to roam around randomly calling gang members or police on people to harass them. Nice. What I missed for today, except off-stream lucky drops? Pretty much nothing, man. We made the compass. We got the lung. I've hard rolled to Nova. We did make a Tech Karazad belt. So we got that now. So we're 341, 339. That's pretty good. That's kind of all we did. We like grinded for 2 hours. We made 2 horse clicks and didn't get the horse. So shield's always purple. I remember it would be a different color back in like 2017-18. They were always purple. They weren't as like exaggerated. They've like tuned up the effects, but they were always purple. They just were less, you know, poppy. They juiced them up a bit. But they do with like every class. They juiced up the effects. Pretty cool. And of course, unlimited iframe. Oh, I gotta lock that. What is that, like some kind of... Was it this one? Yep. Look at us go, and then you just WW key. Imagine having unlimited iframes. An unlimited skill interrupt with your iframes. Imagine. Why does it roll? I gotta lock roll as well. Why is there so many freaking roll things? YouTube doesn't allow you to search by year anymore. It only goes down to 1 year now. The heck? That's crazy. Gonna challenge Cabelius and Black Shrine on Sork. Probably both. Probably both Nova and Sork. I do have to learn Sork, of course, and I have to get more comfortable with Nova. But I think both will be acceptable for those. It'll be like some off-stream learning, though, for sure. We gotta learn Sangoon and Pig King and stuff. Okay. Unfortunately, I do have to go to work very soon. So I'm going to have to call it there for today. We will not be back on Monday or Tuesday because they're coming into my apartment to do some GFCIs and some smoke detectors, which is awful. I'm so sick of them coming in here like every other freaking week, I swear. It's so annoying. But that means that we'll be back on Wednesday. If I'm up at a weird time tomorrow, maybe we'll do another like weird late night stream. That'd be kind of interesting. Make the guy grind for you and you just install the smoke alarms. If they just set smoke alarms outside my door and also GFCI plugs, I would just install both of them. Like I'm totally capable, but they just won't. I don't know. But next stream, realistically, will probably be like Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere in there. And that'll be reset, and we'll actually be able to go for more stuff. I think our fairy tokens will be next week. That'll be nice. Maybe we'll get a perfect fairy. We just need continuous care, and then we're set. But thank you guys for being here today, despite the really weird time. And hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday.